Alice the camel has one hump. Alice the camel has one hump. Alice the camel has one hump. Go, Alice, go. Ruby the rabbit has 2 ears. Ruby the rabbit has 2 ears. Ruby the rabbit has 2 ears. Go, Ruby, go. Sally the sloth has 3 toes. Sally the sloth has 3 toes. Sally the sloth has 3 toes. Go, Sally, go. Felix the fox has 4 legs. Felix the fox has 4 legs. Felix the fox has 4 legs. Go, Felix, go. Lily the ladybug has 5 spots. Lily the ladybug has 5 spots. Lily the ladybug has 5 spots. Go, Lily, go. Andy the ant has 6 legs. Andy the ant has 6 legs. Andy the ant has 6 legs. Go, Andy, go. Larry the lizard has 7 stripes. Larry the lizard has 7 stripes. Larry the lizard has 7 stripes. Go, Larry, go. Sammy the spider has 8 legs. Sammy the spider has 8 legs. Sammy the spider has 8 legs. Go, Sammy, go.
Hi boys and girls, I am Mrs. Tyler and I'm a teacher at Henry Clay. Today we are going to talk about some zoo animals. Have you ever been to the zoo? Can you tell me what you might have seen at the zoo when you went? Or can you tell me what you saw when you took the virtual field trip with Blippi to the zoo? How do you think all those animals get to our zoos and who takes care of them? You might have seen in Blippi, he talked about who fed the zoo animals. They are zookeepers. If you knew that, pat your head. We are going to make a graph today. Mrs. Tyler got some help from her friends in her class, and we talked about what our favorite zoo animal was. And so we're going to make a graph and we're going to see what the favorite zoo animal was in Mrs. Tyler's class. I'm going to show you how to make a graph, and then you can make a graph at home with your family. You can compare all of your family members, or even people that aren't in your house. You can reach out to them and try to see what their favorite zoo animal is and send them a picture of your completed graph. I know your teachers would love to see your graph of your favorite zoo animals in your house. So let's get started. Mrs. Tyler had some friends pick some wonderful zoo animals. First, I'm going to show you what zoo animals we chose. One of our favorite zoo animals is an elephant. Another is a giraffe. And a lion. This is a very unique animal that you might not know. My friend picked it. It is what do you think it is? Can you think of its name? A sloth. Oh, we have a tiger. Look at the tiger. What does he have on his body? And the last animal kind of went along with the song that I played for you that my friend inspired me to play, because it also had math in it because you counted something on its back. What animal has humps on their back and you might find them living somewhere where it's really hot, like the desert. Who knows? What animal is it? Do you know why a camel has humps on its back and lives in the desert? What do they keep in their hump? So now we have let's see how many animals we have on our graph. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 animals that we chose from to make our graph. We're going to count them one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 animals on our graph. So now we have all of Mrs. Tyler's friends' names, and they chose their favorite zoo animal. So we're going to make a graph and see which zoo animal was our favorite. So now we are going to make our graph. We are going to start with Mrs. Tyler. Can anyone guess what Mrs. Tyler's favorite animal might be? What do you think? Her favorite animal is an elephant. So we're going to put her name on top of our elephant. Looking at our graph, which one has the most so far? If you said elephant, you are correct. So now we're going to move on to my friend Cameron. Cameron's favorite animal was a tiger. Now we're going to move on to Mrs. Hurtless. Who knows what Mrs. Hurtless's favorite animal might be? If you guessed elephant, you are right. Now we're going to move on to David. Who knows what David's favorite zoo animal is? If you guessed tiger, you are right. Now we're going to move on to Rhea. Rhea's favorite animal is also a tiger. Now we're going to move on to my friend Selena. Can you guess what animal Selena likes? Let's look at the choices. Selena likes a camel. It's such a unique animal. I love that Selena chose camel. Now, we're going to move on to my friend Ezra. Ezra likes the giraffe. What can you tell me about the giraffe? Giraffes are really tall. Now we're moving on to my friend LaRon. LaRon likes tigers too. Now we're moving on to my friend LaTroy. My friend LaTroy likes lions. What does a lion say? We are on my last friend, My friend Levi likes a, who remembers what animal this is? He likes the sloth. So now we took our data and we put together our graph. Let's zoom out and look at our graph. Now we need to count which has the most and which has the least. Take a look. Let's start with the elephant. Let's count elephant first. How many like the elephant? 1, 2. How many like giraffe? 1. How many like the lion? 1. How many friends like the sloth? 1. The sloth is another very unique animal that you might not have seen before. But you can go to a zoo online and see a sloth. Let's count how many friends like the tiger. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 friends like the tiger. And how many friends, boys and girls, like the camel? 1 friend like the camel. I want you to take a look at our graph and tell me which animal that lives in the zoo my friends liked the most. Which one had the least? That question might trick you. Why does that question trick you? Which one was in the middle? Let's look. The tiger was the most. The giraffe, the lion, the sloth, and the camel were the least. They tied for the least. And the elephant was in the middle. He only had 2 friends that liked him. What would happen if Ezra didn't like the giraffe and he liked the lion? How many would the giraffe have then? If you said 0, you are right. No friends would like it if Ezra changed his answer. But we're going to move him back to the giraffe because that was the animal that he chose. I hope you had fun making a graph with me, and I challenge you to make a graph in your house with your grown-ups or a sibling. There are lots of ways that you can build a graph at home. You can use painter's tape and tape it out on the floor or on the pavement. And you can draw pictures of the animals instead of printing them out like I did. You can also find old magazines, and if you have animals in the magazines, you can cut them out and use those. You can also use stuffed animals or Beanie Babies or anything that you might have. You can also make a graph with chalk on your driveway or on concrete. So I hope you have fun making some graphs, and we would love to see the pictures. So thank you for spending some time with me, and we miss you guys so much. Bye, friends.